Okay, Redfall. Didn't have the greatest reviews, but I like multiplayer games, and this was a good one for that, I thought. Although I will have to admit that Microsoft kind of bungled this game from the beginning, but there's cool things to do. Like one of my missions was to repair this popcorn machine. We had to go get the parts for it or whatever. But it's basically all about fighting vampires. And this town has been taken over by vampires, and they have human henchmen, and you got to fight them all differently, which is really cool in concept to me. The reason I say Microsoft bungled this, and we can watch the gameplay while we do this, is they got Arcane Austin to make the game, even though they've been making one-player games or solo games for pretty much their whole existence, and they expected them to be able to put together this multiplayer game. And quite frankly, you are going to find some glitches and things that don't really work because of that, and it is a little bit frustrating. But overall, I don't know. I did like the graphics. I did like the gameplay. I enjoyed a chunk of it. Obviously, I kind of sucked right there, but that's okay. We did make it too far. It's broken into two completely different districts with games and quests, throughout both of them. I at least made it to that far in the game. We played for many, many hours, so we did get pretty far into this game, so I'm pretty confident saying that it is a fun game to play if you can get over the little quirks, which is Microsoft's fault for forcing this company to make this game in the first place. And then when all the reviews came in and it didn't do poorly, they shut down the company. I love my Microsoft, or my Xbox, but sometimes these people really make me wonder. There is a good selection of guns. For the vampires, like that one there's certain powers that they have, each one. And in order to kill the vampires, you either got to put a stake through them or set them on fire, or they don't die permanently and come back to keep haunting you. So just a slight warning on that. All the human characters you can just blow away, no problem. Like I said, look at that. The graphics are good. Being able to do it with other people is always fun, and that's what I mentioned. We didn't actually use the proper weapon to kill her. We set her on fire or used a stake. I don't know which one there managed to do it. A lot of the game is going to be releasing these hostages. Then you go back to your home base, and there's safe houses all along the way. There is fast travel. It is an open world concept, although you generally are going in certain directions, as most of these games, to fulfill your quests. And that's one of the ways you permanently kill the vampires, by using that flare gun, and then you can use normal weapons to kill it so it dies permanently. I don't know why it got such poor reviews. Like I said, I've never played it one player, so maybe that's it. But as far as a multiplayer game, we've spent so many hours on this game and enjoyed it. Enjoyed so much of it. And, well, things like that is just neat. Watching a vampire blow up, how can you argue with that? Oh, you do actually, each character gets certain different powers. Like mine was this one that makes me jump really high, or I could call in an ex-boyfriend to come help me, which is kind of a funny concept. And you do upgrade your powers and stuff. It's definitely got your typical RPG aspects. So despite being a multiplayer game, I don't know, they actually incorporated everything they got to incorporate into it. Very easy to play and fun in general. It sucks that it got such a bad rap. It sucks that the company shut down, because they would have had a chance to actually fix a lot of these glitches. I'm going to go against the norm, and I'm actually going to recommend this game.